Okay, it's 8:46, and World Give Back Day is coming up on May 4th. Our partner and lifestyle contributor, Taylor Kaye, returns with a feel-good segment showcasing ways to give back to your family and community. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning. And a way to get your kids, like we were talking earlier, off their phones and into doing some other things around, whether it's dance or activities or spreading kindness with some ideas that I have here.
Well, this is right up our alley. We love this. So let's begin with some ways that families can give back to their communities.
So there's a great way to spread kindness in simple, meaningful ways. One way is just, grabbing rocks and painting inspiring words. We like to craft or noon in our house. That's what we call it. So, just grabbing rocks, getting some paint from your local bargain store, and then adding those rocks to community gardens, like, putting meaningful words on there. Another way is creating, beautiful handmade cards that can go to seniors' homes to brighten their day. We have a few family members in care facilities, and sometimes other people there don't have family or friends. So I get my three daughters, they invite their friends over, and we craft noon, phones away again, and then we just bring out the glitter and assemble some kindness kits.
It's a great idea because the whole time you're doing it, you're thinking about, the messaging and giving back. I love that idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have a bunch of chocolate in front of you there. I'm excited to hear about what you're going to do with that.
Well, there's also a way to give back with chocolate. And Cadbury launched their Let's Stick It to Hunger Together campaign to fight food insecurity in Canada. They're going to be donating $400,000 to Food Bank Canada and local food banks, which is equivalent to 800,000 meals by the end of 2025. Now, Canada's need for food banks is at an all-time high. Last year, the country saw the highest number of monthly visits in history. So how can you help? Well, you can buy some chocolate. Buy some Cadbury products between now and June 2nd, with a portion of the sales going toward the donation. And here's where the Let's Stick It to Hunger comes in. They've teamed up Cadbury with some great, generous hockey players, Nazim Kadri and Marie-Philippe Poulin, to spread, their kindness and small acts of generosity. Buy a treat, help a neighbor. I mean, my friend last night when I was setting these up, they're like, "So is the chocolate just walking to your mouth?" I'm like, "Yes, it is. The Cadbury eggs are just walking right into my mouth."
Well, I love Cadbury chocolate. It's so good. You have many different forms on the counter there. And I see that you do have the mini eggs. Like, is it now you can get larger bags of mini eggs year round?
Can. So, I mean, do it up. I'll put them in cookies. So,
Yes.
I mean, I'll throw them anywhere, maybe in my cereal later this morning. Don't judge me. I have a palate of a 6-year-old. It's okay. I like it.
No, I am with you 100%. That is such a wonderful initiative. And yes, the need at food banks has never been higher. So if
Yeah.
you have one more, a fun and easy idea for kindness, it looks like a kindness jar.
Yes, and I have a couple. So if we have more time, I've got the
Yeah.
kindness jar, which is something that you can do with your family. Again, just grab a mason jar, cut up some pieces of paper, and add like some beautiful messaging, like "You're amazing," "You're loved," and then you can have this in your home. Or what I've had for my kids, they give it to their teachers, so it's on their desk, or you're giving it to your bus driver. Because sometimes the bus drivers, they have a rough day, especially with my kids on the buses. So there's options there with the kindness jar, and it takes just minutes to make. You probably have this in your house. Now, if you are not a crafter nooner and you don't like glue, you don't like glitter, but you want to give back, there are other ways that you can do. Like, you can pay it forward. So maybe it's buying a coffee or maybe a cake pop. Again, I go back to I have the palate of a 6-year-old. So if someone bought me a cake pop, I'd be happy. Write a note to someone. So maybe it's not the kindness jar. It doesn't have to be a special day. Write a note to that bus driver, to the teacher, or, to your dance teacher, whoever you're thinking about. And also maybe I've been on before, donate gently used items, go through your closet, give away stuff. There's ways of giving back.
That's a
that are just
wonderful
simple.
one. Yes, and with Earth Day yesterday,
Yeah.
I mean, that is a great way to save things from going into the landfill. So you're being kind to the planet and kind
Yeah.
to other people. Such great ideas. Oh my gosh. Yes, as per usual, I do wish that you would adopt me as one of your daughters so that we could have our craft afternoons and eat mini eggs and all of that. Just you do create a wonderful vibe.
Oh, thank you. It's glue and glitter here. So if you like glue and glitter, come on by.
I would just like to share, we have a little extra second, Taylor.
Yeah.
I find that this is a little bit, in a way, self-serving, because when you do these acts of kindness for others, you actually feel better yourself. I found that this in 100% of the cases.
Yeah, 100%. You feel better. And you know what? And it's also when you are a parent or a caregiver showing those, whether you're an aunt or uncle with your kids, your nieces and nephews, showing them how to give back to the community in just simple ways. Like, again, just painting rocks. If you've got young kids and giving inspirational messages, I see rocks in my neighborhood with like inspirational messages on it when I'm walking the dogs, and it feels good. And I'm like, wow, the neighbors did that. That's really special.
It really is. Yeah, wonderful stuff. And if you're having a bad day, sometimes just seeing a little message like that can turn it around. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Taylor.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to eat some chocolate now.
Please do, and send some our way as well. Have a great day. That was our partner and lifestyle contributor, Taylor Kaye, with some ideas. Remember, World Give Back Day is coming up on May 4th. We'll take a break and be back with more CTV Morning Live right after this.